Boom! Byron Rodgers here. Sun Tzu, Jordan Peterson, Jesus Christ. We're all over it right here. Stand by, palms down. Targets. What do these guys have in common? There's a concept that I'm going to try to outline real quick that I believe these gentlemen, that these amazing men have touched on. And it really is all wrapped up in the willing, capable, and prepared slogan. It's all wrapped up in that peaceful but not harmless slogan. You know, the reality to me that I've seen, we want peace. We want life to be this time where we can pursue the things we love and the things we want. But if there's something I've learned from being a warrior, is simply that there's really only one way to have peace, to have true peace. There's really one way to really be able to relax and enjoy peace. And that's by being strong. That's by being the type of man, woman, country, village, town, community that is strong. Because through strength, you can not guarantee, but you can enforce, you can fight for peace, and you can maintain peace, and you can promise your people peace on many levels.
Sun Tzu says, "Avoid what is strong and strike at what is weak."
And this isn't a message that says that we must be violent. This is a message that says if you are not capable of violence, if you are not formidable, then what are you? Are you even good? Are you even capable of good without being capable of extreme violence or bad? Or are you just, what makes it significant? What makes it significant that you're good? The fact that the other exists. Otherwise, you're just a victim. See what I'm saying? So when, I believe on the Sermon on the Mount, when Jesus says the meek inherit the earth, I'm listening to Jordan Peterson, and he's talking about a more accurate and deeper understanding of this verse. When you really dig down into the translations of it, alludes to the reality that it very well could mean those who know how to use a sword but don't have to shall inherit the earth.
Meek does not mean meek. That's wrong. Here's what it means. Those who have weapons and know how to use them but still keep them sheathed will inherit the earth.
This is a verse I've struggled with my entire life. It's like Matthew 5 verse 5, and I've always been like the meek. This is principally just backwards. Like, how do you become the most powerful? By being weak. And Christians have been, persecuted, but the entirety of life. But I really believe that maybe this verse has a lot more to do with the reality that those who are capable of defending themselves, and maybe who've proven that they can defend themselves, are the ones that will truly inherit the earth.
Those who have swords and know how to use them but choose to keep them sheathed will inherit the world. It's like, yes.
I see this principle alluded to and have lived it. You know what I mean? We see here in Sun Tzu says the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting, to break the enemy's will.
The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting.
Even if I've got the biblical interpretation incorrect, this is a principle of life and of combat. The reality is having the capabilities of being able to do war, having the capabilities. I think a lot of people want to look at that verse, want to look at that statement and say, okay, well, if I trick the enemy, if I do this little thing here with the enemy, if I, convince them that, if I get around them, I believe that the supreme art of war is to break their will before they even fight you. The way it says in the actual word from Sun Tzu is simply to say that you're strong, you're willing, you're capable, you're prepared, and the enemy does not want to fight with you in the first place. This is that deterrence value we talk about in executive protection.
Do not repeat the tactics which have gained you one victory, but let your methods be regulated by the infinite variety of circumstances.
what I'm saying? So I see these things moving around in our reality, and I think that part of being righteous, this is to say being in right standing with the people that depend on you, that care about you, and part of our responsibility is to make sure that we are formidable, and that we are willing, and that we are capable, and that we are prepared. And that's something I was listening to Jordan Peterson talk about this morning that I just had to share, because I think as protectors by nature and by trade, this is one of the most important things that we all must know.
Maybe a man is better when he's a dangerous man who's being good than he would be if he was just a good man who wasn't capable of being dangerous. And I believe that, because the best men that I've ever met are very dangerous men.
Nonetheless, the reality of the situation is, if you want to be able to protect those who you love, if you want to be able to promise, if you want the people who you love to be able to enjoy a life of peace and actual security, not a false sense of security, just believing that, you know, everything's okay because nothing's happened. If you really want them to be able to enjoy a actual real peace, then as a leader, you must become strong. And as a leader, you must become formidable. And as a leader, you must have plans. There is a time when Jesus said, hey, and now, if you don't have a sword, sell your cloak and get one. So these are the things I'm putting in place with the Protector Nation, helping you guys become willing, capable, and prepared. These are the things I'm putting in place with the Protector Symposiums, online resources for the good people in the world to go and learn the art of personal protection, learn the art of protection, so that you can feel secure in the level of safety that the people who depend on you truly, truly, truly deserve. Because to me, understanding more about that root word meaning when he's talking about how the meek will inherit the earth, that's who I want to be. I want to be the meek people who are respectful. I want to be the people who are peaceful, who are calm, because we understand who we are and what we're capable of. And now maybe it's time that those of us who didn't have a sword do sell our cloak and go and get one, because that's what we're seeing in America. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I make these videos because I love you guys. I'll see you in the Protector Nation at protectornation.com, where we can all assemble and learn together. The Protector Symposium, another online resource where we can learn together. And let's make the world a better and safer place by helping good people become more willing, capable, and prepared. This is Byron Rodgers, Protector by nature and by trade. Out. Boom!
Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win.